With every new season, there are new build templates out there, so check those out and join us back here next week.
It's always fun to see what the community creates, and next week we'll be looking at some of those new builds.
Welcome, everyone, to the NBA on 2K Sports. Hi, everyone. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me, Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony. And as always, the Hall of Famer David Aldridge joining us from the sidelines. So with Howard sitting on the bench, this is who Eric Spoelstra has on the floor. Jimmy Butler is out there with Antetokounmpo. Then there's Dwayne Wade. Then it's Rose. And it's the great one in at center. And for the Spurs, Vassell in the wing along with Johnson. Wembanyama is the center with Sohan next to him. And it's Jones in at the point guard. And we know, Greg, most of the talk coming into this game focused on the front court matchup. A lot of talent in the low post here.
And, you know, a lot of times that means it'll come down to the rebounding battle. Whoever controls the boards will have a big leg up in the physical and mental aspect of this game.
And here is Vassell. Pass to Sohan. Butler with the steal. Here's the great one. Uses both hands to slam it down.
One of the very best. Wade will get you the rock.
Now here's Vassell. Goes up with the stripe. And it's Miami with the rebound. And this matchup with the Spurs, it's their first meeting of the season.
In their meetings last year, they split the season series. Happens a fair amount between teams from the East and West.
A somewhat surprising split. One team made the playoffs and the other was lottery bound.
The great one with the bucket.
He knows his job on the glass and he does it well, cleaning it up and sending it right back.
They double him with Butler. Passes it to Wembanyama. To the paint. Here's Sohan. That's good, and it's Wembanyama with the assist.
Oh, how about the vision by Wembanyama there? Always looking to get teammates involved.
Rose passes to the great one. And that one is stuffed right through.
He gives up a bit of size at the center position, but his leaping ability, well, let's just say that makes up for it.
Out to the right wing. Here's Sohan. A second chance effort. And Wembanyama with the layup.
And we talk often about Wembanyama's insane lift. There, we see it on the offensive glass.
Back to Rose. And it's out of bounds. The Heat able to retain possession here.
Miami ball.
The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. And he drives in. Wade finds Rose. Oh, and the jam by Rose.
And that's the Derrick Rose of old. Full speed ahead and bursting to the rim.
Here's Vassell. RJ, after dealing DeJounte Murray away in the summer of 2022, the Spurs are intent, it seems, on rebuilding.
Well, they did it right. And with the selection of Victor Wembanyama, the foundation may be in place for another run.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
The great one. with the bucket.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Johnson.
Horrible mistake right there. You hate to see unforced turnovers like that.
And the first time out of the game called for the Heat. They are coming off that win against Atlanta.
Yeah, it was all hands on deck. Helps to get points off the bench when you're on the road.
Yeah, your second unit, those reserves, they can swing a game.
Here's the 2K leaderboard with last season's best free throw shooting teams. The Heat in second.
Collectively, I mean, they had an amazing year at the free throw line. Sometimes free throw shooting can be contagious, and it seemed like everyone on their team had the hot hand.
Here's the great one. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
Love it when Rose looks to share the ball, especially when his teammates are open like that.
Spurs trailed by 8. The pass to Wembanyama. Here's Sohan inside. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
The great one with the bucket.
And that's an example of playing big, adapting to the situation.
Also relying on his skill there. That's a nice move against length.
Now here's Jones. He's coming off a 16-point game against Minnesota. A 3 from Wembanyama. It's hauled in by Dwayne Wade. The Heat leading by 8. Outside Butler. Pass to Rose. Good ball movement here by Miami. And to Tacumbo. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time. Rose has got his 3rd assist on the night. And it's Jones with the ball for the San Antonio Spurs. Pass to Wembanyama. Here's Sohan. Outside, Jones. Just 5 to shoot. Launches a 3. At the clock winding down, and Wembanyama throws it down.
Watch out. Wembanyama hammering that one home.
Wade drives in, and then Wade slams it in.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
They got off to such a hot start, and that can keep you energized throughout the whole game.
Vassell against Wade. And the basket by Vassell.
Boy, Vassell has a smooth offensive game. This man just makes it look easy.
Rose kicks to Butler. Over in the corner, Antetokounmpo. Pass to the great one. Back to Antetokounmpo. And he banks in the layup.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
Jones with it. And there's the pass to Vassell. Outside, Jones. And no good. Nice D from Rose. The Heat leading by 10. When it comes to Trey Jones, Richard, what has impressed you most about him so far?
Well, Kev, it's his deceptive versatility. He scores, he passes, he rebounds, he does everything at a solid rate. And most importantly, this man just plays so hard when he's out there.
And now, the first timeout called here for the Spurs. It is still early in the season, Greg. We'd like to think we have teams figured out, but do we really?
Not at all, Kevin. This is the time period where fan bases freak out because of records. There's still a lot of identity to be found with every team.
Look now at some numbers for Jones. Last year, getting it done. Averaged about 13 points a game, 6 assists and 3 rebounds. And you look at his huge role in their offense, a major contributor as far as putting up points.
He's just a natural scorer and someone this offense leans on to help shoulder the load and lead the charge.
Here's Sohan. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
First personal foul.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Miami.
Oh boy, they've been driving deep into that defense early on, and it's paid off. Great penetration from the perimeter so far.
And also, guys, they're out-muscling their opponent. The points in the paint are piling up because of that aggressiveness.
GA, the three-point shooting for Miami has been the story. Sometimes they run cold, like a lot of teams. Man, when they're hot, they are fun to watch.
A couple years back, Kevin, they led the league in percentage from long distance. Last season, one of the worst in that category until the playoffs, where they rediscovered that shooting touch.
Now here's Rose. He had 16 points in the win against Atlanta, and taken away by Johnson. And now here's Johnson, the fast break chance. The three. And it's Wade with the rebound. Kicks it to Giannis. Butler on the wing. Wade outside. Here's the great one. The shot's good on the assist by Wade. 14 points for the great one.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
It's stolen. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. The reverse. Wade finds Rose. Good ball movement here by Miami. To the middle. And stolen by Wembanyama. Here's Sohan. It's good for a second make. He's made 2 or 3 so far.
Something Vassell is only improving at, recognizing these chances to drop an easy dime.
And they pick up 2. The great ones got 16.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Jones against Rose. Bucket is good. The Heat leading by 10. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
Yeah, they haven't appeared in a rush at all. They are just playing to their strengths and building this lead out well.
Now here's Jones. It's hauled in by Giannis. Rose goes in and finished off by Rose.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Couldn't come up with a much better start than this. They just have to keep it going.
Rose against Jones. Poke loose. Drives to the hoop.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Once he poked it away, you knew what was on his mind.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. Coming off that loss against the Timberwolves.
Yeah, I mean, they had their chances, competed deep into that game, but had a few lulls there that just kind of took them down.
They played pretty solid basketball, but a few miscues is all it takes to turn a win into a loss, especially against a good team.
So San Antonio goes with a fresh 5 on the floor. Jordan, he's checked in for the Heat. Graham, the pass to Branham. Count that one.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Here's the great one. He's guarded by Collins. Dwayne Wade on the wing. Pass to the great one. That falls. Nice feed that time from Dwayne Wade. 20 points for the great one. Spurs trailed by 16. Here's Branham. 11 points last game. And Wade sends it back. And it's out of bounds. The Spurs able to retain possession here. Here's Osman, guarded by Jordan. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
I tell you, he has some impressive moves in his repertoire. That's as good as it gets, but just one of many.
And then Wade slams it in.
I mean, what an athlete this guy is. Wade cuts to the rim with such effortless grace.
San Antonio's gone 0-4 from three-point land to start out. Looking cold from outside. Pass to Osman. And it's blocked by Jordan. And it's the Heat on the break. Here's Wade. Oh, and the jam by Wade. What a play.
And man, does Wade know how to put on a show. That throwdown was just vicious.
And great camera work showing. Up on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Passes it to Collins. Here's Osman. Six to shoot. And they immediately answer back with the dunk at the other end.
And textbook. I mean, that move to the lane, you got to tip your hat on that one.
Well said, Greg. And Clark with some major elevation on the slam.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Out to the right wing. Plenty of space. And that's a foul called on Zach Collins.
Zach Collins.
That's his first foul.
First personal foul.
And so Jordan will bring it up for Miami. It's an 18-point game. Going inside, and it's Jordan with the jam.
Yeah, reading the defense, knowing exactly what's needed at each moment. That's one of Jordan's unsung talents.
1:25 left in the first quarter of the game. They double him with Jordan. Jordan with the steal. Rose attacking and finished off by Rose.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
Yeah, hard to strategize for a guy who can make a pass or a play like this right in your face.
And the Spurs with possession here. Following the score by Miami. Here's Osman. Pass to Collins. A shot off that time. Jordan with some nice D. Miami leading by 22. On the wing, Jordan. Now the pass to the great one. And that one is hammered home.
Yeah, this is what happens when you have a scorer like Jordan on the floor. He attracts all that attention defensively, leaving guys wide open.
San Antonio's gone 0-4 from three-point land to start out. Looking cold from outside. Here's Osman. Pass to Branham. And they get it. Rebound, Giannis Antetokounmpo. And you have to like how they're moving the ball right now.
Snappy passes to ready shooters. It's basketball 101, but boy, is it working. And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
They've played fantastic ball, and you can feel the hush that's come over this crowd.
Here's Graham. It's deflected. And that's it for the first quarter in what's been a very lopsided game. Heat out front, delivering the blowout. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And guys, we've seen a confident-looking Heat team out there.
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
And let me tell you, when you establish a physical edge, it gives you a mental edge too.
So with Kobe sitting on the bench, this is who Eric Spoelstra has on the floor. We've got Rose. Howard is out there with Butler. And it's Michael Jordan. And it's Wade in at the two-guard spot. And with Tim Duncan and David Robinson, Greg, the legendary Spurs big man of days gone by, does that, do you think, add pressure for Victor Wembanyama?
Maybe a bit, but he also has the resources of the same great organization behind him, and that's what'll help.
Stolen by Rose. And now here's Jordan pushing it up, and no one back there.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Yeah, not just an impressive showing on offense, but on defense as well, executing their game plan perfectly.
Jones against Rose. And around a minute gone here in the second quarter. Outside, Jones. Shot clock at 6. From deep three-point territory, Jimmy Butler with the rebound.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
And that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel. Joakim Noah, he's checked in for Miami. And San Antonio shooting a lackluster 38% for the game, struggling so far. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thank you, Kevin. The Spurs celebrated their 50th season in San Antonio last year. It was a tremendous legacy for one of the 4 ABA teams to join the NBA in 1976. And the Spurs hosted a game against the Warriors with more than 68,000 fans in attendance. It was the most ever for a regular season NBA game. These loyal fans continue to support their home team. Kevin?
They've been so loyal. David, thank you. Absolutely. This is a great market. And Jones gets it to go in on the assist by Johnson. Jones has got 6.
Unselfish to the core. Johnson looking to make plays for others.
Rose passes to Noah. And Noah with the slam.
And those are the kinds of plays that are just killing them right now.
And it's Jones with the ball for San Antonio. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. The layup missed. Here's Noah. There's the drive.
And just went right at him, right? Noah straight down the lane for that finish.
The Spurs have gotten off to a rough start here in the second quarter, going just 1 for 5. Jones, the pass to Sohan. Pass to Johnson. Takes the 3. Miami grabs the miss. And here are the Heat. They're on a 10-2 run here. Now Jordan, he has 6. Here's Howard. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Here's Jones. Jordan with some nice D.
And offensively, he has been a liability more than he's helped this quarter.
Passes to Howard. Howard trying to get open. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
First personal foul.
And the strength of Howard is tremendous, which makes him hard to stop when he catches it that low.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And you know, you'll take what he can give you from the free throw line. Looking at his numbers, just really not one of his strengths, shooting in the low 60s last season.
Heroes checked in for Derrick Rose. That's good from Howard. We know almost all players will talk and plead their case to the refs. How much wiggle room do you think players are allowed?
Well, I think every player is different. Look, if you are a captain of the team, it doesn't have to be a veteran. You don't have to be an all-star. But every ref has a limit. That's the beautiful thing about this league. The referees are humans too. You got to get to know them. You got to understand them and realize who you can talk to about what.
So it's the Spurs now, and good that time. Sohan's got 8 points. And here are the Heat now. They're on a 13-4 run. Jordan kicks it to Noah. Good ball movement here by the Heat. Hero attacking. Whistle blows. That's going to be a travel.
Spurs ball.
And a quick look at some of the numbers for Giannis Antetokounmpo. San Antonio's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And the pass to Johnson. They shoot again, and Butler sends it back.
And known as a defensive stopper, Butler is fantastic at coming up with the goods.
And San Antonio shooting 34% from the field. That's not going to get it done. Wembanyama. And that comes off the assist by Jones. Wembanyama has got his third bucket of the night. The Heat have gotten all but one of their 7 shots in the second quarter to drop. Pretty impressive. Howard finds Jordan. And he slams it down right on top of Keldon Johnson.
You won't find a much more entertaining sight. I call that slam dunk contest level.
And the Spurs with possession. They double him with Jordan. Vassell wide open. The Spurs rebound. Knocks it loose. Wembanyama no good.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area. Oh, fantastic dunk. And he hangs around up there just for a little camera time.
Yeah, maybe he didn't want to land awkwardly. Who knows? But there he is, and we see it very clearly. Jones looking for an opening. Here's Sohan. Knocks it down from 7 feet. Sohan's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Oh, just a beautiful textbook bounce pass. You love to see it.
Here's Noah, and it's Miami with another.
He was inside his own head in that first quarter. You could see it. Now he's doing a much better job of letting the game come to him.
Vassell against Jordan. Wembanyama outside. Goes up from the top of the key. No good. That miss takes him to 3 for 7.
And to put things simply, this has not been his quarter.
That is not possible. What we just, is that possible?
I think it is, Greg. Not probable, but like possible, like you said. Here's Jones. He has 6. Wembanyama outside. Back to Jones. Pass to Johnson. Just 5 on the clock. And Butler sends it back.
And there comes a point when, for the team's sake, you might want to move it. He's hurting them with all of these misses.
Jones, no one around him. Offensive rebound. Wembanyama, no good.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
Yeah, he needs to mix things up on the offense. He simply just can't keep missing shots at this rate because he's destroying his teammates.
Now, you don't want to forget about the athleticism of Butler. Just a sick slammer of the basketball. You can't allow him to get to that launching pad.
Man, you look at the hype surrounding Wembanyama. Greg, it's unreal.
One of the best prospect profiles really since LeBron. Almost unfair to try and live up to the expectations, but he's got the tools to be one of the best to ever play.
Here's Noah. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Noah kicks to Hero. Jordan the pass to Butler. Second chance shot, and there's the nice layup by Howard. Howard's got 5 points in the quarter.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
And here is Jordan. 10 points for him. Here's Noah. And Noah with the slam.
And Noah understands his role so well. Sets a nice screen and able to find some space for his man in the finish.
San Antonio's got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. Jordan against Vassell. How's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Great chemistry on display. He understood where to put the screen in order to free up his teammate.
Just playing with poise and confidence, man. They continue to put points on the board.
And it's because they're not playing in a rush. They're just letting their shots come naturally within the flow of the offense.
Yeah, and Butler is a menace to the defense partner. I don't think that was a Petty or a Manny. That was a facial.
And San Antonio shooting just 34% from the floor. Here's Vassell. Here's Collins. Another shot. Michael Jordan grabs the miss. Jordan's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Hero passes to Howard, and the layup falls. Howard's got 7 points in the game.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Here's Branham. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Noah.
San Antonio ball.
With a break in the action, we go to the 2K leaderboard. See the teams that excelled at slowing the pace down a campaign ago. The Heat in second.
I mean, they held opponents to so few points that it allowed them to win games even when their offense wasn't clicking.
Vassell, the pass to Branham. Collins wide open, he fires. Lets it go from the baseline and nails it.
And when he rises up, he knows he's probably going to get a clean look. It's a matter of executing.
Yeah, the defender just lacks the reach to be able to contest him properly.
Now here's Butler. He's got 6, and he gets it to go. Butler's got 8 points here in this quarter.
And that keeps him perfect from the field this quarter.
Vassell against Jordan. From the baseline. And it's off the back rim, no good.
And with his team trying to trim this margin, his struggles this quarter, they're not helping things.
Oh, and how about squeezing the orange as tight as he could there before the stuff?
Yeah, no way he's going to lose that thing on the way up. We've got 1:55 left in the first half of the game. Here's Branham. He's covered by Hero. The turnaround Jay. Branham can't get it to go.
If he gets that look again, he should take it. You can't let one miss scare you off of a very good shot.
Howard down with both hands.
Oh, flashy play by Hero off the drive, turning his speed into airtime for a dunk.
So it's San Antonio now. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Over to the left wing. Branham once again off the mark by San Antonio.
Just an ugly show from him offensively. Yep, no way to describe it, just ugly, and that hasn't helped.
And that one's good by Noah.
This man is on fire. His team is winning, and it doesn't get better than that.
Knocked away. Hero against Vassell. Six on the shot clock. They can't stop the run with that one.
Nice contest, a high level of energy. That's how you play defense.
Howard trying to free himself up. So when we're talking about team identity, Greg, what would you say is the Miami Heat's identity?
Tough-nosed, aggressive, and hard-working. That's what attracted guys like Jimmy Butler here in the first place. And that's the style of ball they want to continue playing.
The free throw drops for Butler. And once the team to beat in the West, Greg, San Antonio is trying to get back to that level.
Well, they have a great organization, top to bottom. They're smart and battle-tested. I believe these guys will find a way.
Here's what San Antonio's going with right now. Bassey's checked in. And it's Jetty Osman in for Johnson. So he gets them both.
A highly talented two-way player. Butler is also known for his tough-nosed approach to the game.
Knocked loose. Butler with the steal. And here we go. Giannis heading to the hoop. And that's going to be a travel.
San Antonio ball.
Spurs shooting just 31% in the game. Here's Graham. And he can't stop this drought. Another miss. Right side Rose. Butler on the wing. With 2 seconds left. Oh, and the jam by Butler.
And that's what they want to see from Butler, a take-charge mindset, that desire to attack the rim.
And so it's the Miami Heat holding an unbelievable lead as the quarter wraps up. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense has been stifling. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Greg Popovich. Pop, what do you think was the main issue during the first half?
We didn't make shots.
Thank you for that insightful analysis, Coach. Back to you, Kevin.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fans. What a pleasure it is to bring you into the 2K studios again. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Things were going Miami's way from the beginning. An exceptional game plan helped them open with a 12-4 run. They delivered a real beatdown in the first quarter, ending with a whopping lead. Then in quarter number 2, it was all hands on deck, and what a show it was. Quality execution, good efficiency, some tremendous defensive play helped them take a decisive advantage, and they're running away with this one. Kenny, let's get your take on Miami.
Their control of the boards is a big reason for this. Seems like it might have been their game plan coming in. Send multiple guys to the rim when the shot goes up.
Shaq, what's your take on San Antonio so far?
And they were gutting a little too much from downtown. They can't afford to become dependent on that shot. They got to compete the consistent way. I like to see them mix it up more in the second half.
That about wraps it up. Time now for the second half of the game. We go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. It's been one outstanding game from the Great One.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
The question now is, will the defense keep letting him punish them inside? Or did Coach have some new ideas for them?
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. The forwards for him, Johnson and Sohan. The guard pair are Jones and Vassell. And it's Wembanyama in at the center, filling out the middle. So that's who Greg Popovich starts the second half with. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Giannis Antetokounmpo remains so consistent. He said, I want to get to the position that my game is boring. People don't talk about it because I do it every single night, but I don't get bored. The greats, the best players, never get bored. They always give their best every given night, and that's my mindset. Kevin?
Oh, DA, I love it. Thank you so much for the report. Now, here's Antetokounmpo, clock at 6. Rose dishes to Wade. Shoots over Vassell. And there's Dwayne Wade on the assist by Rose. Wade's got 10.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the third. Here's the great one, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. The Heat have yet to miss from the free throw line. They're 3 for 3.
At the line for the Heat, number 9.
Shooting 2.
And he makes the first. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. For San Antonio, they've gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. The steal. Here's the great one, and he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Once he poked it away, you knew what was on his mind.
Now, here's Vassell. They double him with Butler. Here's Wembanyama. And no good that time. Some solid defense from Antetokounmpo. Rose goes in and finished off by Rose. That gives him the double-double. 10 points and 12 assists.
Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
Oh, yeah, I can't agree more. They haven't missed.
Here's Johnson. Nothing on the board. And it's Miami with the rebound. Butler's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. RJ at 6'5", Keldon Johnson plays bigger than his listed height, don't you think?
Yeah, Kev, not only does he play bigger, but he's stronger than he looks and is willing to throw that weight around. He has shown himself capable of playing the 3 or even the small ball 4 if you need it.
And out of bounds as the Spurs gain possession. And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. Pass to Wembanyama. Here's Sohan, covered by Giannis. Outside, Jones. 4 on the clock. 3-pointer. And it's Miami with the rebound. Butler's got his 5th rebound in this one. Passes it to Wade. Here's the great one, and he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their play.
Right about that. Seems like they haven't missed.
Here's Sohan. He's got 10. Wembanyama finds Johnson. And that time, also a missed shot.
And he has lost all confidence out there. Still not a single field goal made in the game.
Wade gets the bucket.
And it's a difficult task to try and stop Wade inside. He plays a physical brand of basketball and has a variety of moves to choose from.
Now here's Jones. 8 points for him. The pass to Sohan. Outside, Jones. Fires from way outside. Jimmy Butler comes up with the rebound. Butler's got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's the great one. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
Way ahead of the field. He can do pretty much whatever he wants.
And those might be the easiest points of the month for him.
San Antonio's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Jones, the pass to Wembanyama. Here's Sohan, covered by Giannis. Pass to Jones. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Wembanyama trying to free himself up. Tries again. And it's Sohan missing.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
This is snowballing for them. They've got to get a good look next time down.
And Butler gets it to go. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Heat.
They've been just suffocating on defense the whole game. Look at their shot blocking. The opposition doesn't have any room to breathe.
And they've also not only created turnovers tonight, but converted on them. All game long, that strategy has been paying off.
So it's San Antonio now. Rose with the double team. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there.
Jump ball call.
And Miami has possession. Here's Butler. And slam dunk by Butler.
And Butler has some insane handles, created at just carving his way through the defense.
They're getting beat up pretty badly out there.
I don't care what anybody says. You can't keep the status quo. If it ain't working, you got to make some change.
A nice shot by Sohan.
It's just one of those nights where he's been very good, but his team is losing, and that's just an odd feeling.
Wade drives in.
And the power of Dwayne Wade on display. Rare for a two-guard.
The Spurs shooting the ball poorly, just 28%. Jones with the bounce pass. Pass to Sohan. Shot clock at 6. Jones against Rose. Jones, no luck.
Okay, so if I were to say this was a disaster of a period for him, it would be an understatement. But hey, sometimes you gotta shoot your way out of the slump, even for him.
Vassell, no good. And here's Miami. Just 4 points, that's all they've given up here in the second half.
Yeah, and all eyes were on Butler, but he has the vision to find the open man.
San Antonio with the ball. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Poked away. Here's Wembanyama. And it's Wade with the rebound. And another fast break chance here for the Heat. Here we go.
I mean, he is tearing the defense apart. And let's face it, they have not brought their A game on that side of the ball.
Jones against Rose. Rose with the block. The shot's good on the assist by Wade.
Assisted.
Wade's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Rose against Jones. To stop the run, he takes it in, and he sinks the layup. Jones has got 4 points this quarter.
Love how selfless he is setting brick screens like this. Plays like that right there are what help create easy scoring opportunities.
Giannis will take on any defender. Nice finish that time.
It's Vassell on the wing. And it's off from three-point range. Passes to the great one. And he uses the glass on the layup. The great one's got 16 here in the second half.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
When it ain't broke, leave it alone until someone stops him. Just let him roll.
Here's Sohan. 12 points for him. It's Vassell on the wing. And it's the great one with the rebound.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy ones.
Here's Giannis. Another possession, another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Jones again throws. Wembanyama, right side. Misses the fallback J. Wade against Vassell. Left side Rose. Here's Antetokounmpo, and Giannis throws it down hard.
An amazing athlete. The length, speed, the Giannis is borderline impossible to guard when he is playing downhill.
And they're bringing you up close and personal on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. There's the pass to Wembanyama. Here's Sohan to the inside. And the basket by Jones. Jones has got 6 in the quarter.
Nice feed inside, saw the play develop and hit him right when he needed to.
Rose passes to the great one. And he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Spurs shooting a terrible 27% from the floor. Boy, an off night for them to say the least. Jones, that one falls. Jones has got 14.
If the defense lets him inside, he will not hesitate. He'll gladly drop that thing right in the cup.
And another assist.
Another possession, another assist.
You know, Greg, he's sharing the ball well, hitting his guys in their spots. And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. Pass to Sohan. Wembanyama with it. Now here's Vassell. Oh, that's blocked.
No doubt the quarter just not going his way. Still scoreless.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Spurs will take it.
San Antonio.
Courtesy of the 2K leader. Here's a peek at the league's top scorers from a season ago. Fifth is Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And looking back, his points per game really underscored the fact that he never took a game off. I mean, one special performance after another all season long.
Now here's Jones. 14 points for him. Vassell, no good.
The defense just giving him the easy look there. He's not going to miss that.
Rose dishes to Giannis. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And how about the attack there from Giannis inside, going right into the defense and still able to get the shot up.
The Heat have been good at the line so far, 5 of 5.
And one of the highlights last year for this group was the fact that they were so efficient from the charity stripe. That's a huge factor.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good.
I think what makes Giannis special is how uncomplicated he is. The man is just an incredible, pure athlete who simply loves the game of basketball. That's all there is to it.
So San Antonio goes with a fresh 5 on the floor. And then for Miami, Dwight Howard. He's checked in for the great one. Jordan comes in for Butler. And Hero subbed in for Derrick Rose. He hits both from the stripe.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Here's Osman, guarded by Jordan.
And they've won the rebound battle so far, and it's translated to the scoreboard.
They set a physical tone early on, and they're being rewarded for their efforts.
Now, here's Antetokounmpo. 14 points for him. And the jam by Antetokounmpo.
Contact just doesn't matter against Giannis. Once he's inside, he is not to be stopped.
And for the Spurs, they're shooting only 27% from the field, looking pretty ugly out there. Bassey, the pass to Graham. 27 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. 6 on the shot clock. Miami grabs the miss. They'll be off to Charlotte for a game against the Hornets. And that will conclude a 4-game road trip. Howard lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that, Howard's got 9.
And Howard just shrugging off the competitive defense there, using his muscle to get the job done near the basket.
Jumps up, rips down the breakaway slam.
And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively, turning into easy points.
And so it's the Miami Heat with a huge lead at the break. Safe to say there's no catching them today. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. A chance now to hear Greg Popovich talking to his team just moments ago.
Nobody holds the ball, not even 1,001. You catch it, it's a shot, it's a drive or pass, whatever you got.
Specific instructions from Greg Popovich. If you don't have a clean look, don't have an open lane, move the ball.
Yeah, and the key is fast decision making, and that takes great recognition from all 5 guys in terms of communication. That's really what we call chemistry.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. So with Kobe sitting on the bench, this is who Eric Spoelstra has on the floor. We've got the great one. Antetokounmpo is out there with Michael Jordan. Then there's Wade. And it's Hero in at the point.
Ooh, he's earning his keep offensively, a key part of their winning effort at this point.
Hero against Graham. Driving the lane. It's stolen by Wade. Here's the great one. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Oh, let's go home. That was just ridiculous.
I do not remember the last time I saw a dunk like that in a game. Stolen by Wade. He's got a clear path. Here's the great one. And yep, another basket.
My goodness. 50 for the game.
Yep, he is putting on a show. A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. Graham against Hero. Graham, the pass to Branham. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Wade. All alone, and it's Wade with the jam.
And once Wade grabs the steal, he is off to the races. How about that aggressive for a mindset?
Guys, we've seen a lot of turnovers in this one.
Yeah, focus, focus, focus. Just make the simple play.
To end the run, and it's blocked. Pass to Hero. Heat moving the ball around. Here's the great one, and power down the champ.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Right about that. Seems like they haven't missed.
Pass to Bassi. Here's Osman. Richard, from when you were a first-round pick back in 2001 to now, what are the biggest changes off the floor?
Oh, that's a tough one. Well, I think it's a combination because everyone didn't have a cell phone back in 2001 and then social media. So now you got social media and cell phones, camera phones. That is the thing that has changed. I think players and teams are just under so much more scrutiny now.
And there's the call on Jetty Osman. That's his first foul.
Yeah, clearly a foul of frustration right there.
Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Hero on the wing. The pass to the great one. Drops in the layup for two. The great one's got 54 points.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Here's Branham. Another miss, and they desperately need a bucket.
And you got to give credit to the D for never giving up on the play and doing just enough to bother him at the rim.
This is why coaches talk about playing with pace. The scoreboard tells it all.
They've been able to attack the defense before they get set, really making the most of their fast break opportunities.
Graham with the ball. Here's Osman. Pass to Bassi. At the top of the key, Graham. 3 on the clock. Shoots over Hero. And it's Graham missing.
He's been held scoreless tonight, really just unable to make any sort of impact.
Pass to the great one. And another one falls. He's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
You get the sense he just can't miss.
And so Graham will bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. They have yet to put up any points here in the fourth. Passes it to Branham. 6 to shoot. Here's Osman. Antetokounmpo defending. And that'll be San Antonio as it goes out of bounds. Spurs retain possession. A different look for Miami. James comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. And Durant subbed in for Jordan. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. And this is what the schedule looks like for the Spurs. On Tuesday, they'll be matching up against Gordon Hayward and the Oklahoma City Thunder. And then on Friday, they'll tip off a homestand starting with the Sacramento Kings.
And that game against Memphis, that's a contest that could easily go either way. Small mistakes could be the difference, and both teams will need to be at their best.
San Antonio's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. The pass to Graham. Down low, here's Branham. And Wade sends it back. Here's the great one. Good, that's another bucket. That's 62 points, 62.
Amazing, a remarkable performance from him so far.
And the rejection by James. Here's the great one. Again, what an avalanche.
And this game has his name written all over it.
Greg, he's been phenomenal in offensive onslaught. And the NBA said expansion should wait until after the new CBA. Greg, that's done, so what new teams?
I mean, Kevin, it seems like Seattle's been
ever. Professional teams have been crowding into Las Vegas, and don't sleep on Mexico City. A lot of potential fans south of the border.
Now we know, Richard, you've made your stance on shortening the NBA season very clear. Are you still opposed to the idea?
I am so opposed to it. When you think about Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Wilt Chamberlain, Bill Russell, you think about the travel that these guys had to do, and they still played 82 games. They weren't sitting in first-class seats. And now, fast forward 40, 50 years, players can't do that, or they want to shorten the game. I'm sorry. Stick with the history.
They're not having much success at all right now.
Kevin, I would shuffle the lineup if I were their coach a little bit, just to try to find something that works.
He finds a shooter in motion and is confident he can thread him with the lead pass. Well done.
Here's LeBron. Good ball movement here by Miami. Here's the great one. Lets a floater go. Count that one.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And San Antonio shooting a pretty pitiful 25% in this game. Offensively, they can't get anything going. And now Westbrook pushing it up. No one back to stop him. And Westbrook throws it down hard.
Just outstanding defensive initiative there from Westbrook. He is so crafty when it comes to getting steals.
They've been a little too casual with the ball out there.
Yeah, but you can't force that square peg into the round hole. Oftentimes, you just got to make that first simple pass and get a rhythm from that.
That's more than enough space for him to get that shot up.
Pass to the great one. Into the lane, and he goes in for the dunk.
This is what you love to see. Westbrook sharing the ball with open teammates, making the right play.
San Antonio's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Branham for 3. They get it back. Passing, no good.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
Bron dunked that like he was angry. Is he okay? Man, he got the table shaking over here.
Here's Branham. He's covered by Hero. Passes it to Osman. GA, is it me, or does it feel like we've had more parity in the league the last few seasons?
Well, Kevin, the playoffs have been pretty hard to predict lately. I will give you that. There's been only one repeat champion in the past decade. It's a competitive league.
Passing, no good. Miami with the ball. Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4 points. And there's the pass to the great one. He got it again. Sensational. 71 points and no end in sight.
Young fella is in the zone. The defense right now looks helpless.
Here's Graham. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Graham's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And how about the move he made there to come up and get himself clear in the lane for the deuce?
KD on the wing. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
San Antonio making a switch here. Sohan's checked in. The Heat also changing it up. Howard comes in for Kevin Durant. And Derrick Rose is subbed in for Russell Westbrook. Hero finds James. Here's the great one. And good! There's another.
He is simply unconscious here tonight. Nobody can stop him right now.
GA, the points keep coming, and he's climbing up that scoring ladder. Third on the list, well in sight.
And his scoring tonight has dropped him into the conversation with some of the all-time greats. I'm talking about names like Wilt Chamberlain and Kobe Bryant. Simply amazing what we've seen here.
And for a while, the West held bragging rights on being better than the Eastern Conference. Richard, do you think that's changed?
I think so. You see a number of powerhouses now in the Eastern Conference, and the West is way more open.
Here's what Miami's going with right now. Antetokounmpo's checked in for the great one, and it's Wade in for Tyler Hero.
Yeah, and Howard's still a forceful finisher. Around the rim.
Now Graham. Tipped away. It's stolen by Rose. LeBron passes to Giannis. The kick out to LeBron. Wade outside. Takes it inside.
Yeah, Wade is doing what he does best. Finding the cup, playing with that relentless energy on the offensive end.
Pass to Bassie. Here's Osman. Pass to Graham. Shot clock at 5. San Antonio needs to get off a shot here. And it's Sohan missing.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Yeah, he might have been feeling himself a little too much on that one. He can hit it, but not consistent.
And a really nice job by Howard to come up with a high percentage interior shot. His shot selection has been superb.
They double him with Giannis. Passes it to Osman. Out to the wing. Branham, the pass to Bassie. And it's sent back by Howard.
And love seeing Howard rise up and reject shooters. Just a juggernaut on defense. And really the story of this second half. One team getting the shots they want. The other, not so much.
And start with their defense. They've been intense on that end, and they can actually help their offense as well.
Branham, the pass to Sohan.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Heat.
And one area that stands out that we've seen tonight from them, their aggressiveness in getting steals, something I know that you really value yourself.
I think it sparked their offense. It deflates the opposition, and when you have the type of effort we saw tonight, it's pretty hard to overcome that defensive pressure down the stretch.
And an important milestone for them tonight as they pick up win number 10.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for the Great One.
He limited the opposing offense's impact as well with some superb defense, finding lots of chances to knock away shots.
The Great Ones checked in for Howard. There's the pass to Sohan. 5 on the clock. Trying to end the drought. It's hauled in by LeBron. And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for the Miami Heat. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And that score probably slams the door for any would-be comebacks. And look, they put this one to bed.
Pass to Sohan. Here's Branham. Wade is covering. Branham, the pass to Bassi. Here's Sohan. Again, the miss by the Spurs. And there's the drive.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
And as it should be, to be this dominant on another team's floor, look, when you go home, you're going to go home feeling good.
And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Giannis, a big lead going into the break, and you never let up. What did Coach say at halftime?
Coach at the half, he told us to keep having fun, keep playing together, play hard, try to rebound the ball because it's our job to run it down.
Well, you followed his instructions to the T and got that big win, man. Congratulations. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you for that, David. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for watching. We'll see you later.